this again.
No sooner have you rung the ornate bell than the face of a lizard woman surfaces from behind a rock up on the ledge before you. Her stare is as sharp as the bolt eyeing you from atop her crossbow.
Stand back and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no Magister, or draw one last deep breath.
Her eyes go wide with wonder upon your mentioning of a divinity.
No Magister could sense the spirit of the goddess. Only a true sorcerer could, blessed with senses greater than our worlds alone. I apologize for the steel-tipped welcome, but lives are at stake. Hold on, I'll let you up.
With one graceful motion, the lizard throws down a tangled mess of vines for you to climb.
Come, ascend to the sanctuary of Amadia. You'll find you're not the only guest here, but the Great Mother provides for all. Be welcome to this sanctuary, Amadia's eye in the storm. You are fortunate to have found this place. The hollow marshes swallow life and regurgitate only the dead. It is the laboratory of a lunatic. A place removed from mercy and sanity where mad Brachus Rex would experiment to his dark heart's content. There are ruins in the marshes. Stonework vultures that perch above the king's long-buried treasure. But his is not a treasure of gold, ruby, and sapphire. It is a treasure of death, weapons, and vile magic. The nights here are long and lonely, but I often listen to my mistress Gratiana speak of days long gone, the heydays of Brachus Rex. Perhaps she will tell you her tales as well. My name is Bahara. Like you, I am a sorcerer. But unlike you, I am also a faithful servant of Amadia. Praise be her name, and praise be her starlit eyes. Your chant has no meaning, for you know not of whom you speak. So let us sweep away such ill-starred ignorance, and allow me to enlighten you. Amadia is the Great Mother. She is the goddess in whose womb magic was conceived, from whose sacred body immortal wizards were born. Gratiana, her priestess in this sanctuary, is teaching me her ways. For several years now, I've been her disciple. But she has resided here for centuries, sustained by Amadia's love. I am forbidden to leave my watch, and there is no need for formality. Gratiana will receive you as you are. You'll soon find her. She never strays far from the statue of our goddess.
are we?
So long as Gareth...
Hello, stranger.
The dishevelled pair eye you with hope, though their hope is tinged with mistrust. The lizard notices your collar and steps towards you.
You've come from Fort Joy. Can I ask if... Did you happen to meet a man named Gareth on your way here through the swamp?
He'll be back, Samadel. I know he will. He has to.
He has to, indeed. We need our leader. And if he doesn't return with help soon, we haven't a hope.
Samadel nods at you wearily and turns to walk away with Han.
Now, Han, let's take a look at your nasty leg injury.
Catch you later, stranger. It's good you're here.
The boy stares fixedly at the dirt floor, twitching lips giving away the grimace he's trying to hide as stinking ointment is applied to a deep gash on his leg.
Another escapee from Fort Joy. Glad you made it here in one piece, unlike me. Any idea what you're going to do next?
He looks at you sidelong, brow furrowing.
Sure, just don't get too cozy. If you're smart, you won't stay here too long. Folks here just want to cry over spilt milk and wait for Gareth. Soon as I'm healed, I'll find him myself. Someone has to. If you have one to spare, I sure would appreciate it.
He gulps down the potion and stretches his leg in front of him. Grin.
Almost good as new now. Thanks. Sure, Leia's her name. She'll be down by the water. Word of warning, though? She's kind of a basket case.
Please, Armadi, bless and protect your humble servant.
Amidst the placid little pond, the face of a goddess lies half submerged in the water. Rivulets stream from her deep-set eyes like endless cascades of sunlit tears. You feel peaceful in her presence, soothed somehow by an intangible comfort. As you gaze upon her loving face, you find yourself drawn into a trance-like state. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind and from the furthest reaches of the stars. Its whispers caress you like a breeze. The voice grows stronger, like a breeze picking up. What were whispers become words.
My children, my children. Gone are my children. Dead are they in the cradle I have ruled.
Her hold tightens and slips in waves, wavering between indignation and curiosity.
My child, weep with me for the mother who has lost. Weep with me and bathe in the tears of Amadia.
Your tears mingle with those of the goddess down in the tranquil crystalline pond. As suddenly as it came, the voice is gone, and you wake from its presence as if from dream-filled slumber. The pond now shines with an inner light, and standing in its waters, you feel rejuvenated, pure, as if born anew.
Whisht, bonny barn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
Please, Armadia, bless and protect your... By Armadia's grace, what did you do? This is incredible. In all my years, I've never seen the goddess bestow her blessing on someone. I am humbled to be in your presence.
Whisht, bonny barn, now don't you cry.
Truly, we are blessed to know you. If Armadia favors you, that is all I need to know. Go in peace, brother. And what might that be, O blessed child? Gareth. He set off to find the soul-forged weapons of Brachus Rex. A brave mission, and a dangerous one. But I cannot stop you, if you wish to follow in his footsteps. North of here, you'll find the ruins of Brachus's source armory. Nothing in this land can counter the Shrieker's power like those weapons. Without them, the Seekers are truly hopeless. Walk ever in Armadia's grace, child.
A dwarf stands by a young woman. He seems intensely focused on her, whispering and singing softly in her ear. She's staring blankly into space.
Blood and bone, fire and smoke, death and worse.
Hush now, Leia. They'll not hurt you again. You're safe now. Once Gareth gets back, we're going home. You'll see. He'll be fine.
The woman rubs her neck, raking her nails across her skin as she whimpers. The dwarf starts at the sound of your voice, gripping the woman's arm for a moment before he relaxes.
New faces. Hope you aren't bushwhacked by the Magisters too. This one's seen a lot today. She were in the middle of it all when the Magisters unleashed their Shriekers.
Howling dogs and men. Friends silently screaming through stitched mouths.
He puts his arm around her as she starts to sob.
She's delicate at the best of times. I asked Simone for something to help her relax, but Gareth's the only one who truly keeps her calm. If we didn't need her to remove Urdus' collar, she'd be safe somewhere far from here. And now the rescue's scuppered. It were all for nothing. We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy, shiny collars and all. Gareth and the Seekers ambushed the caravan and freed us, saved every one of us from that hell. But now he's off searching for weapons to take down them Shriekers, and all we can do is sit here, thinking about the Godwoken we didn't save.
The dwarf starts to sing softly as the woman rocks slowly in her seat.
Whisht, bonny barn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep. The seven watch o'er us.
Boring. swear. See to the others.
Take the pain away.
Rest, Jules.
Lord, are you still with us?
The young woman chews her lower lip as she observes the injured before her. She bends to grab a rag, wiping her blood-smeared hands. She looks up and sees you.
If you're looking for healing, sorcerer, well, there's not much I can do.
The young woman chews her lower lip as she bends.
If you're looking for healing, sorcerer, well, there's not much I can do.
The woman wrings the blood-stained rag in her hands anxiously.
Magisters aren't known for their mercy. Many of us died, and the ones here will likely follow the same fate, by a slower road. I've done all I can. Their wounds are too great. All I can offer them now is prayer and a cup of water. If you know a way, I'd be beyond grateful. Magic? All I've got is my own two hands, and...
She trails off and limply gestures to her paltry makeshift infirmary.
I'm not even a healer. Ours was killed in the attack. I'm just a cook. Do what you will. Just don't cause them any more suffering. Matis, the wound is festering. It needs to be changed.
I will not be aborted. Leave me be.
He owes you his life. You have my thanks.
The woman shifts her gaze from the remaining wounded back to you. She nods.
You're a far better healer than I am. Thank you for your efforts.
I'm healed. Thank you, stranger. You should have seen to the others first, though. They're far closer to the Hall of Echoes than I ever was.
Don't move, Jules. Save your strength.
In an instant, my wounds have all but vanished. I didn't think. I was certain I wouldn't.
Claude,
Thank you.
still with us?
The Magister flagship. It has ballast that tore our ship into kindling. A shard from our own mast pierced my side. I'm lucky the others managed to haul me all the way here. Especially after I saw what the Magisters did to those of us they captured.
He shudders at the memory.
They turned the living into shriekers. Crucified wretches that unleash pure destruction on anyone who tries to pass. Nobody survives those things. I wish I had a fitting way to thank the person who saved my life. As it is, all I can offer is, well, it's not much, but maybe you'll find some use for it. Thank you.
Please, heal them all.
You healed me. How did you... Oh, never mind. I don't care how. I only care that today won't be my last.
I don't remember much. I barely had time to realize the Magisters were attacking before I was injured. The last thing I saw were these things, these shriekers. A lot of what happened was a blur after I was hit. But I do remember the screams. From those shrieker monstrosities, and my own brethren screaming in pain. Those Magisters are gonna pay in blood for what they did to us.
He nods with a determined grimace.
A lot of what happened was a blur after I was hit. Those Magisters are gonna pay in blood for what they did.
If my mother were here, she'd box my ears for not being able to thank you properly. Though I reckon that walloping from the Reds was punishment enough. Take this, at least. It'll have to do. Thank you.
How do you have so much power?
I'm alive!
The fog is lifting.
Healed? I'm healed.
They're gonna be all right. Thank.
I'm alive! I'm
I
alive!
feel better. Water, please. Water.
Healed? I'm healed.
I feel better.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
The fog is lifting.
Healed? I'm healed.
Water, please. Water.
It seems the wounded will pull through. Thank the gods.
Healed?
Samadel smiles with relief at Han's healed leg, bowing gently in thanks when your eyes meet.
The fog is lifting.
A grim-faced man sifts through a pile of badly damaged weapons, salvaging the repairable, ditching the broken. He picks up a rapier, the blade nicked and splintered, the hilt twisted. He holds the damaged blade up to the light.
This was Halorn's blade. It was his first, it was also his last. He didn't intend to die here, but die here he did. He was an ordinary soul with an extraordinary heart, Halon, and he died for what he believed. What did Halon believe in? He believed in truth. He believed in hope. He believed that Alexander is a killer of Godwoken. I believe that on one point at least, he was right.
The point breaks away, leaving a jagged edge. The sword is shorter now, but it'll do more damage.
Who are you?
He realizes, to his surprise, that he holds the weapon in his hand, ready for battle. He smiles to himself, tucks the weapon away, and gets back to work.
Mother of magic, hear my prayer. All souls in their time of need. I pray that you ease them and see them through in your grace. Mother of magic.
Before you stands a figure, her body wreathed in cloth. All you can see of her eyes are two dark holes in an ornate mask.
Welcome, Blessed One, to Armadia's sanctuary. Pray, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to? Bahara is an excellent student. She still has much to learn, but that is a truth for all creatures. Tell me, what do you wish to know about our goddess? Yes, she is our mother of magic, the font from which all such power flows. Legend says that she lay with a mortal man, and their issue became the wizards of this world.
Close your sweet eyes. Rest.
Some say this is merely a metaphor for the gift of magic that Armadia gave us. Others hold it as pure truth. It is not for me to judge. Perhaps it is the truth, or perhaps it is only true of the Godwoken. Whatever the fact may be, the story brings me some happiness. Like him in birth, perhaps, but not in spirit. The Godwoken are said to be descended from the first heroes, and may themselves become the divine, transcending even the gods themselves. But I am no expert in these matters. The Seekers know more. Gareth spoke of his mission to save the Godwoken Verdas. You would do better to speak to him, if ever he returns. The fool ran into the swamps. He pestered me for aid against the Shriekers, and when I finally told him of a cache of Brachus's soul-forged weapons, he rushed away to find it. A bold move, but ill-advised. Unless he returns with weapons enough, I fear none of these Seekers will leave this island with air in their lungs. Gladly. but I fear you'll fare no better than the Seeker. North of here, you'll find the ruins of Brachus's Source Armory. Nothing in this land can counter the Shrieker's power like those weapons. Without them, the Seekers are truly hopeless.
The seven will show us you're safe in bed.
Smoke and screams.
So close your sweet
Echoes of
eyes
death.
and rest your wee head.
Gareth, please come back.
If this is all we have, we're done for. Martha's axe looks serviceable.
Walk ever in Armadia's grace, child.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
Please, Armadia, bless and protect your humble servant. Blessings be. What can I do for you,
Wish,
honored
Bonnie
one?
Baron, now don't you cry.
Maybe we should fortify this place. Make
The
us
birds
stand.
are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
No, no. We don't
The
have
seven
time.
watch o'er us, you're safe in bed.
Gareth,
So
no.
close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head. Wished, Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
They found us. Found him. And won't ever stop.
Gareth. He set off to find the soul forge. North of here, you'll nothing in this land. Walk.
Wished, Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
Mother of magic, hear my prayer. Protect these poor souls in their time of need. I pray that you ease their pain
Maybe we should
and see them
fortify this
safe
place.
in your
Wished, Bonnie
grace.
Baron, now don't you cry.
No, no.
The birds
We
are
don't have the
asleep,
time.
the moon's in the
Please,
sky.
damn it. Gareth would know what to do.
The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
doomed.
He works fast, checking weapons to see if they're battle-ready. He thumbs the edge of a blade. It draws blood. He grins.
Mother of magic, hear my cry. Protect these poor souls in their time of need. I pray that you heal their pain and see them safe in your grace.
The blade is thirsty. Now, what can I do you for? If I had a forge, I could do something. Maybe. Most of this is scrap.
He looks up from his...
Help you? Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of maps, his face a tight scowl of frustration.
Every approach blocked. Oh, damn it! What good are battle tactics against those things, anyway?
He glances up. In quick succession, he becomes aware of both your presence and the fact that you're not a familiar face.
Who the blazes are you? A sorcerer, indeed. I should have realized. A seeker can always recognize a sorcerer when they see one.
That won't ever stop.
You meant Verdus? Oh, then he's as good as dead. We're the seekers he spoke of. We were supposed to free him, Instead, we've failed him.
Whisht, bonny bairn, now don't you cry.
Seekers, well, we guard the true principles of Lucian. There are sorcerers who can follow in his path and become divine, God-woken. We seek them out and protect them. Verdus was a God-woken, our best hope. Our last hope, most likely. We tried to free him, but we failed. Now all we can do is flee. The Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons called Shriekers. If we try to go against them unprepared, we're dead. We've lost many already. There's weapons, ancient devices that can counter those things. Our leader, Sir Gareth, set out to find them, so we could break the Magister blockade and escape this island. But he hasn't returned. If Sir Gareth doesn't come back with those weapons in tow, well, this island will be our grave. You'll help us?
His shoulders visibly relax, the weighty armor upon them settling with a clink.
Thank you. Allies are in short supply in this place. If you help us, I promise, we'll get you as far away from this place as possible. Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
Whisht, bonny bairn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the skies.
Smoke and screams.
The seven watch o'er us,
Echoes of
you're
death.
safe in bed.
Gareth,
So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
Water, please. Water.
Rubbish.
hear the call, unliving? The king soon comes. Swear your loyalty. I will yield to none. Prepare yourself.
Let me shield you until you find me.
You have my thanks, my lady.
I've spotted something.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Careful now. That's a trap. I've spotted something.
What strange witchery is this?
darkness! Big fire boom! Lightning crash! One moment, sun! The next, I feel darkness inside me, then noise! So much noise! Clank, moan, clink, groan! I hid in a stump. I'm not a stupid squirrel. I have much stowed away for hard times. But I saw them! I saw the shinies! Loud! Fire and steel! Crash, bash, boom, splat! It was warm, then it was cold. No one left, just salamanders. They liked the meat. But I saw the shinies, 4 of them, round. Darkness left, then light again. Warm, saw glints in sand and dirt. Yay! Okay. I hope you find shinies. They make happy. Shinies!
The agonies of an era and beyond.
I can't bear it any longer!
Stand off, stranger. Friend or foe?
She searches your face for treachery. Doesn't seem to find it.
All right then, you can pass. But I suggest you don't. I suggest you turn around and head another direction entirely. The Magisters have a shrieker up there. It killed my friend. May have killed that Magister too. I wouldn't tangle with it alone. Fact, I wouldn't tangle with it at all.
Rubbish.
I've spotted something.
Magisters? Here? I thought these marshes were abandoned.
The air out here is a damn sight.
Ifan nods and...
Runaways! If you're trying to save your friend here, you're a bigger fool than he is, and you'll meet the same fate.
Why the devil are the Seekers here?